First, this September, during International Underground Railroad Month, we're spotlighting an award-winning archaeologist and historian who is reshaping how we understand America's freedom movement through her latest book, Apostle of Liberation. Here to discuss her passion of ensuring Underground Railroad heroes inspire new generations is Dr. Cheryl LaRoche. Welcome. Thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you. It's a great day to be here.
It is a great day to be here. Now, Dr. LaRoche, when people think about the Underground Railroad, we often think about America, but it's International Underground Railroad Month. Why is that, and what did your research uncover?
Well, my research first began to look at Paul Quinn in Canada because the AME Church establishes a church in Canada. But before that, what we don't realize is that people have been escaping from the moment enslaved people landed on the shores of North America or in the diaspora. So they're leaving from 1687 into Spanish Florida. If you look around the world, you hear about the Jamaica Maroons, you hear about the Maroons of Suriname, you hear about the Maroons of the Colombos in Brazil. So this isn't a movement. Escape from slavery isn't just a movement about the United States. We know that they board ships and that they go to the United Kingdom, we know they go to the Caribbean, we know they go around the world to get out of slavery. After 1850, and this is important, the North is no longer a place for asylum and sanctuary because of the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850. Okay. After that, you have to leave the country. No place in the country is safe. And so Canada, it becomes one of the sanctuary cities, one of the places of asylum. And we see them going to Mexico, any place to get out of the jurisdiction of the United States. Sure. So that's how they begin. And then Quinn, of course, coming into Canada is the part that is probably the most important for the book and for my work. But it is a movement that happens around the world. And it's very difficult to write about because you're in so many different places. Right. So 10 different places might have a piece of the story. Right. And when you take it into the international realm, then you can put the entire sweep of the story and the magnitude of the movement for people to come out of slavery. Sure. So the last thing I'll say is that the Underground Railroad just names a phenomenon that had been happening for centuries. Yes. Yeah. And so that makes this international designation really shows you the spread and the magnitude of people coming out of slavery and their determination and their will. Sure, so global connection there. Yes.
And you've been researching Bishop Quinn for over 20 years.
I have been, I have been.
And then you just wrote this book now.
Yes.
Tell us why now?
Well, first of all, it was 20 years, but it was largely because Quinn did not write his own biography, and so he didn't leave much behind to go on. He was well known in the time period when he was alive, but I've watched the mechanisms of destruction around history. So he doesn't leave the biography, and the people before him, Bishop Allen, people after him, Daniel Payne, they write their own stories. Quinn never does. Got it. That's one.
I see.
Two, sometimes his name is misspelled. You don't see him. He's in the newspaper, but you can't put it together. He comes across 17 different states. So we might have him in New York, but then you see him in Ohio. And so I think that it was difficult to come across all of the information, and I know I haven't gotten it all. This is just scratching the surface.
We need people to read this book, but I have about 20 more seconds, and I want to say you have some breaking news because you have a new graphic sci-fi children's book called The Resurrectors, and that's going to be coming out soon. Quickly tell us about that.
Yes, we have a new children's series called The Resurrectors. Okay. It's going to be at theresurrectors.com. Okay. It is a sci-fi story with true Underground Railroad histories featuring children as the superheroes. Wow. And for this, the children will be rescuing the history.
I like that. That's amazing. Thank you so very much for sharing. We want to let people know that for more details on the Resurrectors book and the Kickstarter campaign, and there is one, you can visit theresurrectors.com.